chicken for breakfast. You want to laugh, don't you? This stereotype of addiction to a certain fried, breaded, delicious form of poultry has been offending my people for generations. And you know what? It would offend me too if it wasn't so good. My fellow Americans, I am here today to tell you to embrace your stereotypes and move to a place you need to be, belligerent and obnoxious. I am a black Native American woman, otherwise known as the struggle. So I, of all people, know what it means to be subject to ridicule from the society we live in. Instead of being harmed by the stereotypes infringed upon me, I'm choosing to take them as what they are, motivational. And my hope is that you all can use my words to find the motivation in your stereotypes as well. To get to the bottom of many notorious stereotypes, we must first look at their origins. To start with, chicken. We must take a trip back to Mother Africa. Actually, batter chicken was a Scottish tradition, so this is awkward. Anyways, in West African cuisine, chicken was traditionally fried in palm oil, and this practice was brought from Africa to the American South in the 1600s. As cultures merged, African Americans took the influence of Scottish batter and the tradition of frying to create a phenomenon. All it took was some Scottish people and a little bit of soul power to create the most magical food on this earth. According to the Chicago Tribune, this love for chicken was passed down, and for black women, the cooking of this beautiful gem was used as a means of economic growth as early as the 1730s. After Reconstruction, this inclination towards chicken held strong and was only enhanced by Jim Crow laws, which we all know as the systematic practice of discriminating against and segregating black people. I call it the crap under my shoe. But this is why when blacks weren't allowed in restaurants. Since chicken traveled well in heat, when blacks were denied a seat at the table, handy-dandy chicken was there for the rescue. As you can see, chicken has always been there to guide us through hard times. I promise you, bring fried chicken to any occasion, and the second the scent hits the air, black people will fall from the sky riding giant bottles of hot sauce to get to it. We're only doing what is right. It would be a dishonor to the lives of those chickens not to enjoy what they taste like. And besides, black people cannot be defined just by the chicken we eat. We got watermelon too. But this brings me to my next origin. Black women and their hair. You all know the only thing black women hate more than baby mama drama is rain. When it's raining, I run for shelter so quick, I can give the Nigerians a run for their money. I mean, the only way I'm going to willingly go out to the rain is if Jesus himself tells me it's the only option. And at that point, I would tell him to park the water like he did for Moses. Or act like the average black person disobeying authority by tiptoeing right over that water, disobeying all laws of physics. According to the New York Times, Darwinists will argue that African natural hair over time has developed into a coarse form in reaction to high temperatures across the continent of Africa. Webster's dictionary defines this type of hair as tightly curled or coiled. We just call it nappy. But you know, as I get older, I start to realize the beauty of black hair. So let me be the first to say, I'm nappy and I'm proud. Personally, I don't know why afros went out of style. As a black woman, I feel as if I should be able to wear my hair whatever way I want to. If I want to wear weave, I should be able to. Because if I buy it, it technically is my hair. And if I want to get back to my African roots and wear it all natural, I shouldn't be judged. Overall, I'm happy that I'm nappy. The next two stereotypes I want to address are contradicting in nature. If we all know that black people are so good at running, jumping, and hiding, why is it that we're always the first to die in horror films? Studies at Howard University in Washington, D.C. have confirmed that blacks are naturally born with more testosterone than whites, and at a young age develop more fast twitch muscles that give us a competitive edge. According to the History Channel, this athleticism can also be traced back to times of slavery, where slaves were picked based on physical superiority in order to ensure what slave owners considered to be selective breeding. And really, think about any scary movie and the crazy stuff people get themselves into. Do you really think that black people are going to be the ones to follow the ghost into the deep, dark, freezing abyss of the basement? No. First off, we don't do well in cold weather. And second off, we will use those running, jumping, and hiding skills to get as far away from that creature as possible. If you think about it, it's never black people get abducted by aliens or possessed. That's because we stay inside, watch our Oprah, listen to our Beyonce, and eat our chicken when we are safe. Black people are the crazy ones. The fourth stereotype I want to address is the fact that all black people have rhythm. And come on, you've all heard of Motown. How can you disagree? This stereotype goes back to slavery. Seems to be a recurring theme here. But theological research at Boston University asserts that this is because while slaves were hindered from many forms of expression, music was the only way we could express ourselves, and was also used as a means of communication along the Underground Railroad while we were waiting in the water, children. This strong sense of musicality has been passed down, and shoot, I'm proud of it. What would the world be without Michael Jackson, Aretha Franklin, Usher, and most importantly, the beautiful art form of twerking? Don't think that I'm leaving women out of this equation, because I know I should be up here telling women to stay strong, because this is a man's world where women are expected to withstand a certain level of obedience and beauty. But when I compare women not getting to vote as soon as we should have to African Americans' 400 years of shackles and oppression, it's kind of hard to weigh the two equally, if you know what I'm saying. The final stereotype I want to address, and the one nearest and dearest to my heart, is the sassitude that black women have to offer. Now, I know it would be easy to call black women divas, but if we don't smack some sense into people, ignorance will run wild. That's why black women do crazy stuff we don't even believe until the consequences are being put in place. To say we act in a ghetto fashion is utterly ridiculous, because we get stuff done and everybody knows not to mess with us. I mean, we've all seen the Medea movies. Well, now that I look around, maybe not all of us. All in all, I just want to express that if you're a strong, independent black woman finding her place in this world, remember, honey, your black is beautiful. I'm personally going to embrace my stereotypes, because I come from a culture of people who work hard for everything they receive and deserve. Can I get an amen?
Amen.
I'm here to tell white people to keep those corny dance moves. Ooh, let me stop. Maybe not all of them, because I personally don't know what time, place, decade, or millennium where the shopping cart will ever work. Asian people, stay smart, since when's intelligence a bad thing? And for my fellow black people, I'm here to tell you to embrace our obnoxiousness and embrace what makes us unique. I want all of us not to let stereotypes get us down, because they might be what accounts for the success of my people, his people, your people, and our people. And you know what? Don't even partial this to say that chicken is a black thing, because everyone, and I mean everyone, loves chicken.